1996. The air hung heavy with the scent of jasmine and diesel fumes. Minister Guy Karenai, his face etched with fury, slammed his fist on the mahogany table. Jugglerless juggler! The audacity! Beside him, Hatsune Sachiya, her usually composed demeanor replaced by a fierce frown, pointed a finger at a photograph. He stole our inheritance, Guy. Our family legacy, our rightful claim to the Sukarno estate. Their senior, Guru Sukarnoputra, sighed, his weathered face a picture of defeat. We've been tricked, my friends. Again. Jugglerless juggler, their nemesis, was a master of deception. This time, he'd manipulated them into signing away their inheritance, a labyrinthine web of legal loopholes cleverly disguised as a business partnership. The only clue to his whereabouts was a cryptic note, "Meet me at the Parahyangan train," the one pulled by Ujang, the CC-201. The Team 35, as they were known, a formidable force in Indonesian politics, boarded the train, their hearts burning with a thirst for revenge. They found Juggler in the coach, laughing as he sipped tea, a smug look on his face. You fell for my little trick, did you? So predictable, he taunted, tossing a tattered document towards them. Enjoy the ride, because I'm getting off at the next stop. The battle that ensued was fierce, 3 against 1, but Juggler proved agile, his movements swift and cunning. He dodged their attacks, his laughter echoing through the carriage, until he pulled the emergency brake with a triumphant shout. Game over, he yelled as the train screeched to a halt in Cikampek Station. He leapt off, disappearing into the throng of passengers. But Juggler hadn't factored in the irony of fate. He stumbled into the wrong house, a quaint bungalow in the shadow of the station. He found himself face to face with former General Hayata, a man known for his stoic composure and iron fist. Hayata, a man of few words, spoke only one sentence: "You stole from my friends." The next moment, Jugglerless Juggler was on the floor, crushed under Hayata's wrath. Hayata, without a word, retrieved the stolen documents from Juggler's crumpled form and handed them to the Team 35. They stood there, stunned, as Hayata walked away, leaving them to contemplate the strange turn of events. 2026. 30 years later, the Team 35, now a new generation of leaders, faced a similar predicament. Minister Richard Suharto, Hibiki Matsuda, the beautiful alchemist, and Vice President Gibran Rakabuming Raka, were victims of Sakumo Musa's cunning. He framed us, took our inheritance, the family fortune passed down through generations. Richard roared, his voice echoing in the opulent office. Hibiki, her eyes flashing with anger, held a photograph of Sakumo. This time, he will face justice. We will reclaim what is rightfully ours. Sakumo's cryptic note led them to the Inboca Al Lupo train, hauled by the same Ujang, the CC-201 locomotive that had become a legend. They found him in the coach, his laughter echoing through the carriage, as chilling as the first time they'd faced him. You're late, fools. He sneered, but I'm sure you've had fun catching up on my exploits. The fight was as intense as before. Sakumo was a master of martial arts, his movements swift and unpredictable. He sent Hibiki sprawling with a well-placed kick and dodged Richard's furious punches. But Gibran, with his surprising strength and agility, managed to hold Sakumo at bay. Suddenly, Sakumo, enraged by their resistance, pulled the emergency brake, stopping the train abruptly in Cikampek Station. He leapt off, disappearing into the crowds. He fled into the first house he saw, only to find himself trapped in a confrontation with former Minister Daigo, a man known for his fierce temper and unforgiving justice. Daigo, with the fury of a wronged man, launched into a brutal attack on Sakumo, beating him to a pulp. Daigo emerged from the house, his face red with rage, holding the stolen documents. With a grunt, he handed them back to Richard and Hibiki. Gibran, seeing the battered Sakumo lying on the ground, decided to show mercy. He picked up Sakumo and took him to his house in Menteng, where he provided medical attention. The inheritance saga continued, a cyclical dance of betrayal, revenge, and unexpected twists. The new generation of Team 35 walked away with their inheritance, but the cycle remained, as unpredictable as the winds of fate. They wondered, would it ever end, or would their descendants face the same fate, a haunting echo of the past?